Hi, my name is Jordan Bradford with the Tranel Financial Group. Hope you're having a great day. I'm here today to talk about one of the number one questions that I get asked as a financial advisor, which is, of course, how much money do I need to retire and to retire comfortably? Now, we have the retirement calculator on our website, and it gets trafficked all the time. People are always on there plugging their numbers in, trying to figure out the answer to that key question of how much money do I need to retire. But one of the toughest things that I see is a lot of clients, when they go through there, they say, well, the number was a lot bigger than I expected it to be. So I'm going to walk us through today exactly why that is and how you can hone in on a more accurate number of how much you need to retire comfortably. So on the board here next to me, I've got a series of numbers, and I'm going to walk you through this here real quickly and tell you a little bit about what each number means and then how you can adjust for your own particular situation. But for example's sake, let's say we have a take-home pay of $10,000 per month. And this is the income that we're generating right now. So this is your household income. This is what you're looking to replace when you get into retirement, right? The first deduction that we have to look at here is this $1,201 a month, which of course is your federal taxes. This is what goes to Uncle Sam every 2 weeks or every month, however often you get paid. The 620 number here is of course your Social Security tax that you pay. And that's just your portion, not the employer's portion that they're putting in as well. This 145 number, that's the Medicare deduction on your taxes, or on your pay stub, excuse me. Then we have the 495 number. This 495 is your state taxes for Illinois. Now, a quick caveat here is that if you live in Wisconsin or any other state, this number could be a little different. But in Illinois, based on this information, this would be the rough amount that you'd be paying in your state taxes here in Illinois. The 817 number, what this is your health insurance deductible. Now, the reason that number is really high is because what I did was I used the average family health insurance plan and the cost of that, and I split it up 50-50 between the employer and the employee. Now, if you work for a great company that provides great benefits, you might notice that the healthcare deduction on your pay stub is a little bit lower. You may notice that yours is a little bit higher if your company doesn't cover that cost. But just to use averages across the board, what I wanted to do was be on a little bit on the conservative side. So I'm estimating that you're paying about $817 per month for your family health care plan. And this last number here, of course, is your 401k deduction, or your retirement planning deduction, assuming you're putting away 10% of your paycheck every month. And so what we come to here, if you subtract all those numbers from this gross $10,000 a month that you're making, we are now at $5,721.67. That's the net take-home pay that you have, and that's what you're able to spend on everything, all your fixed expenses, as well as discretionary expenses as well. So one of the biggest discrepancies is I see a lot of people put their gross number in the retirement calculator. And what we really need to look at is what is your true net number. Now, it's a little different in retirement, and that's what I'm going to walk you over here real quick. But just keep in mind, remember this 5,721 number. As you can see, I've got that number right over here. And this, again, is our monthly take-home pay. We still need to generate that much money every single month in retirement. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work backwards, and we're going to add numbers back into it. So this 289 number, what this is Medicare Part B times 2. So for a husband and wife, or for 2 people in a household. That's $289 a month we have to add to that number. The series of zeros here is, of course, your Social Security, right? You're not paying into Social Security anymore because you don't have a full-time job. You're not working. Right here, this is your health insurance deduction. Health insurance, right? You're already paying for Medicare. That's your health insurance now, so you don't have that coming out of your paycheck. And if you live in Illinois, this is your state taxes in retirement, 0. Now, if you live in a state like Wisconsin or many other states, you may have to factor that into your overall plan on how much you need to generate every month for income. But for those of us who live in Illinois, when you retire, that is one expense that goes away on your pay stub. And then of course, here's your 401k deduction. Right? I want you to save a lot of money for your retirement while you're working, but once you're retired, you're not putting any more money in there. And this last one here, this is your federal taxes. And what I did was I took a 10% rate. The reason I did 10% is based on the amount of income that you're generating, this net number. The 10% should put you right around where you need to be about equal on your taxes. You don't owe anything, you're not getting a large refund. Now, of course, if your tax situation is really complicated, there may be a few other nuances we need to throw in there, but just take a look here. This bottom number here is $6,658. In retirement, $6,658 is equal to $10,000 a month when you were working. And that's really an incredible thing. Your money is working much more efficiently in retirement than it was while you were working because of all of these deductions that we can eliminate. So just keep in mind, everyone's situation is a little bit different. So you may have a little higher state taxes, a little lower health insurance. You may be putting a little more or less into your 401k plan. But if you use this formula here, we can really help you figure out exactly what that is you need every single month to live a long and happy retirement. So I would highly encourage you to go on our website again. It's tranelfinancial.com and play around on the retirement calculator with some of these numbers and figure out what's the real sweet spot for what I need to generate every single month to sustain my lifestyle. And of course, if you need more information, you can also go to our website at tranelfinancial.com and take a look at our events page. We have a number of events going on every single month, and we're going to be sending out plenty of other emails in regards to the retirement calculator and how to get further down the path with your planning. And of course, you can always call us. So our phone number is 847-680-9050. Thanks and have a great day.